Today we're drinking. What are we drinking?
I have no idea.
This is yet another bottle I thought I would never own. Frank doesn't even know I own it yet. I've kept it a secret. This is a very special bottle.
Is it?
It is very, very special bottle. It's a bottle inside a bag inside a bag.
Oh, okay.
So
Tell me and our viewers some other special things about this bottle, so as to we may guess what it may be.
um, it's old.
Okay.
It's weeded.
Okay.
It's not from Jim Beam.
Okay. That doesn't really
I don't think Jim Beam does a weeded
help us
whiskey.
much.
Maybe they do.
They probably got some
Weird
random
brand
one
in
out
there.
there.
Do you have any guesses just on what I said?
No, I'm very bad at this
Are you
game.
very bad at this game? Okay,
I
well,
just wanted to give the folks at home a chance.
let's just reveal. It's an old, and I think I'm pretty clever using that name because today, ladies and gentlemen, we are drinking. Drum roll, please. Old Fitzgerald.
Wow.
10-year bottled in bond. Let's get rid of this trash.
I was thinking maybe a nicer end Old Forester.
Yeah, old Fitzgerald.
Damn.
So there he is, the man, the myth, the legend.
All right.
I got this from a buddy of mine, and it cost me a little above MSRP. MSRP is $140. Good luck finding it at that. I paid $220 for this, so not terrible.
Yeah, I think you showed me. Was it? It was a picture in the store of the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same bottle.
Is that this bottle? Because I remember that being priced a little higher.
No, this is a different, but this is not that exact bottle. This bottle is different.
But they were both the 10-year.
Yes. Coming down, last year's was the 19-year. So they dropped 9 years on this release. Although a lot of people say it tastes older, everybody knows 10 years is the minimum that it can be. So I think it's cool. We love like the larcenies, and apparently that's like Fitzgerald, yada yada yada. A beautiful bottle. I mean, you can't go wrong with this bottle at all. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, that glass cork is really kind of the showstopper. That and the $100 bill.
Right? That's crazy. I don't know. Is that even who that might be Mr. Heaven Hill himself.
Well, if I had to guess, or some guy named Fitzgerald.
Yeah, that's true. That could possibly be the thing. But I believe this is actually the last major bottle from Heaven Hill that we needed to try was Old Fitzgerald. I'm sure there's some other skill like a William Heaven Hill we haven't had.
Sure.
Right, but like this is like the released stuff that we're now going to get to try. We love the Parkers, and we love weeded whiskey, and supposedly this is the Pappy Van Winkle of Heaven Hill. So,
yeah, we will see. I'm excited. He said it was going to be Pappy level. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, I was just about to get. Would you any of your guesses? I know you were trying to guess today. Would you have thought it was this bottle?
No. No, I didn't think you were. I didn't realize how serious you were.
I was very
He
serious.
was like, "Oh, this is a really good one. We got to get to this."
I was very serious.
I'm like, "Oh, okay," because he says that about a lot of stuff.
I slept.
He'll
with
get
this
a bottle of
last
Eagle
night.
Rare, and it'll be like, "Man, we got to try this."
The Eagle Rare is very good. Don't
is.
be shitting on the Eagle Rare.
It's a lot. It's hard to find, but it's a lot easier to find than this.
Here we go. Old Fitzgerald 10-year, 2023 edition.
That was a nice cork.
That was a good one. Look at the size of that
I know.
sucker, man. You could please anyone you want with that thing. His head's gone. It looks funny without the cap on it. We love whiskey.
If you couldn't tell.
If you couldn't tell. Very exciting moment for us.
I was about to ask what the proof on it was.
It's Old Fitzgerald bottled in bond.
I know.
Hmm. Look how it coats the glass.
Yeah.
Getting that kind of nuttiness. It's like
Yeah, there's other stuff there, but right now, like nutty oak is the main thing.
super creamy, like super
Yeah.
soft.
Yeah, it's very to me it's very woody at least right now, but it's not, there's not a lot of burn to it.
Some kind of milk chocolate in there. This is one of the best noses I've had in a while.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm having an off day, but I'm not getting that deep into it.
Mm.
Cuz for me, I get it's an okay nose, but I'm not getting like a ton of different stuff. Or if I am, I'm just having a hard time pulling it apart.
Yeah, I get nuttiness, milk chocolate. Definitely the grainy note, some vanilla.
Yeah, I get a little bit of like a grain spice. Just got a nice little like peach there on that one. I don't know what that was.
Hmm. Yeah, some kind of fruit. Like a peach mango. It's sipping time.
Yeah. All
Yeehaw.
right. Cheers.
Cheers. That was crazy.
That was nice for me. First sip of the night, first sip of this. I wait for the second sip.
Yeah, so do I. I will say off the first sip, very smooth. And it was weird, like the main palate, like when I first took the sip, there was like nothing there. I'm like, okay, what's the hype on this? And then the finish just brought all the flavor in. Like the finish was really good on this. Hmm. I'm excited to go back into the nose now. First sip, I got a lot of creamy, buttery, some kind of chocolates.
The nose is way more open to me now.
You know that you can tell it's a expensive, high end, sought after weeded whiskey because it has that classy smell. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Just that like I don't know what you call it, quality smell,
Sure.
like the same smell that a Van Winkle product has in my eyes. It's just that you could tell it's exceptional. I think I short poured myself. Maybe I didn't. Cheers.
They're pretty close.
You get that it's like it's so creamy, silky, and smooth, and then as soon as like you swallow, the finish just like comes on. I got a little more drier oak on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the finish is a little oak. It's a little dry, a little nutty, a little raisiny. The palate for me was more, I mean, like light fruits. Like I didn't get like a ton of vanilla.
I am like really in love with this,
Yeah.
like by a lot.
I like it. I guess in my head, I'm comparing it to the Parkers. I like the Parkers a bit better.
Parker's is like a whole like I'd like to try like the Parker's wheat, right?
Yeah.
Because we've never had a like Parker's wheat. We've had a rye and we've had a normal and we've had a finished. They do have a wheat one. I think it's an 11-year wheat or a 12-year wheat, but I'd like to try that one with this.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
So if any of you viewers have the Parker's wheat, email us whiskeybiblelf@gmail.com and you know samples for samples. That's all I'm saying. Just email us. You know we're always happy to get mail call from people. In fact, I got a few here that we'll discuss in later videos. These are from. Don't let the rose labels fool you. This is from Mike Sutton. So
Well, he's a classy guy.
he's a
I think
classic guy.
Rose is suit him.
Yes. 13th Colony and Fiddler something. I don't know. Later video. Final sip. Ring. I like Old Fitzgerald a lot. Like a lot. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's just like so. I said it 100 times. We should just start a count on this video. You can do that in the editing of how many times I said creamy, silky. Creamy, silky, so smooth, coats the palate so well, and then just the finish is like roar. Like just like.
I got the creamy this time.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, at first I was starting to worry. But that last sip kind of brought it up for me.
Melted vanilla ice cream.
Mm.
Yes. Tight. Oh. That was so good. I think I want to do it again.
I would not mind at all. I wouldn't blame you for saving it, but I'm
just going to have a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I think the fourth sip is important here. Give me that. You're going to get some Michter's running. There's like a whole well down here that no one can see. Is that good?
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
CPR.
Oh, pour me more. Well, I feel like this is a rare one for Whiskey Bible. A second glass.
Second glass of the same whiskey.
Usually that happens off camera, if at all.
This is, especially for me, right? When I get a special bottle, I literally give us like an ounce each, and then I don't open the bottle for another year. But like this is...
Let's just kill the whole thing tonight.
All right, fuck it. Let's do it. Cheers. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's getting back into it. For me, just from the nose, letting it sit, letting it get some air. I think this is one I want to let... I want to wait and really enjoy this.
Yeah, I think my last sip I'm going to set aside and let it really get a lot of air. But, my god, is this good. Really good.
Yeah.
Here's the question. Ooh, what's the most you'd pay for this bottle?
The thing for me, I kind of want to wait for this other sip because for me, I like it. I don't love it.
Really? I freaking love it.
And I know it's hard to find, but right now the way I've been tasting it, it's like $100 bottle.
Okay.
Oh, I wanna wait and let it sit, and see if I can get a $200 flavor. I haven't quite gotten there yet.
Let me remind you, MSRP is $140 for this.
Yeah.
So, and that's the big thing is people are a little upset about this because MSRP used to be like 60.
Yeah.
And then ever since the bourbon boom and the craze, they really
Well, it's everything, right?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. But me, I'd pay friggin' $200 for this all day long.
It would, obviously those are more, but the higher age stated ones almost seem more like a 10-year for 140. I feel like, I don't know.
You know how much the 19-year MSRP was?
It was like 300 or 400 something in that range.
$349.99. A little high. It was.
Yeah.
But my final rating 10.
Really?
Yes.
See, I'm not ready to give it a 10.
Ooh.
I haven't gotten that flavor.
I think it gets to 10 for me. That'd be rare. I give it a 10 and you don't give it a 10. That rarely happens.
I know. I'm very easy to please normally. Normally, you're the picky one.
Yeah, this is just like... I wasn't expecting it to be this good. I thought the hype was going to be huge. Like, the Jack Daniel's 12 year.
Yeah.
But to me, the hype is real with the old Fitz line. I would like to try the older ones, like the older expressions, like the 15, the 17, the 18s. I mean, the 15, 17, and 19s.
It'd be interesting to compare. You know, it's an extra 9 years worth an extra, what, $200?
Take a sip and give them your final
I know.
score.
We were gonna.
This video is gonna be long.
Yeah. Okay. That one. That one for me is getting there. For the sake of not making Luke sit here while I take forever to drink a glass of whiskey, I will say right now I would give it the 10 at 140. And probably in a few more sips, I'd give it the 10 at a bit of a higher price. I mean, as far as recommendations, I feel like anybody, 200 for this is pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
Just because of the name and the brand and the fact that it's basically a miracle to find it at that much. To say only buy it at 140 is a little like. I would say that's if you know what the bottle is.
Well,
that was really good. I would give it the 10. I do think both the Parkers that we've had, or rather, both the ones we've had recently.
Okay.
I think they're better.
Okay.
I like them more. There's something about that mouthfeel on the Parkers that really I'm in love with.
These mouthfeel on Parkers.
But hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a huge, like, I might be one of the biggest Parkers fans out there. Like I told you last time, I don't even know if that video is out yet, but if it is, he'll link it up here. But I remember I told you last Parkers video, it's like, even if I can't get the Parkers at MSRP, that's something that I would pay secondary for just to have every year's release going forward. Just because it's insane. Do you know what the oldest Parker's Heritage is?
No.
It's a 24-year-old bourbon.
I was going to guess 23.
Pretty sure I'm right on that. I might be dead wrong, and I might look like a big horse's ass.
We'll just get a lot of comments.
But yeah, 10 for me.
I wonder if it's the wheat. You tend to like the wheaters more than I do.
I love wheat.
Like, it's good. I just can't,
You know what? I love wheat. And I'm one of those rare people who I love rye. Like, now I like rye. I didn't like rye in the beginning, but now I'm, like, really liking rye. So, like, I just like everything. Except for malt. Ugh, I can't get behind malt. That's the one that I can't do. Finished bourbons, finished products, not really my thing. But wheat, rye, and regular corn bourbon, good stuff. Cool. Well, we're just rambling on now. So, I'm Luke.
I'm Frank.
And please remember to stay in school.